My dad'd freak if he knew I played with it. But I can't help myself. And I'm not hurting anybody. The bullets are across the room in the sock drawer. The Glock is by the bed. Same place as the condoms. I like to hold it in my hand. Everything gets sharper. I don't know why. I feel skinnier. Instead of this big bag of fries and Coke and pepperoni. If I take off my clothes, it feels cool against my skin. I'd never hurt anybody, but if I did, this is how I do it. Butt naked. And I'd start in the gym. Nobody would laugh then. The jocks would crap their pants, and the girls would kiss my fat feet.
My father came here with his parents when he was 10. In the boat there were room for 2 to sleep, so they took turn standing up. By 1989, they owned a small market. By 1990, 3 more. My mother and father often worked 20 hours a day. I started stocking shelves at age 6. Everybody warns against black people, but who turn out to be full of hatred for our prosperity? Others like us. Some from a village not 5 kilometers away from where my mother was born. Father does not want me to forget the country I've never seen. Every day an hour of Vietnamese only, then another of music with traditional instruments. He wants me to be richer than he, more successful. Yet he begrudges $100 for the ugly new glasses I need. Ugh! His dreams are like a box I cannot put down.
I don't think I deserve to be Monica's best friend. I mean, I am, but sometimes I feel like she went to, like the people pound and adopted me, like she just went there and saw me panting through the metal bars. I'm not someone who gets chosen, so why me? But I love it. I love her. Sometimes when I sleep over, she just walks out of her clothes while she's talking to me, She has these little golden hair on her stomach. If I'm a lesbian, my dad will kill me.
We are the
champions. Ah! Numero uno. Half of us already have scholarships, full ride. Everybody loves us. Chicks, teachers, everybody. Man. Standing out there in the center of the gym in my Letterman's jacket with all my buddies. It's the best. And Kelly, she will do anything to stay my girlfriend.
Damon is driving me crazy. He's got like our whole life planned. College, jobs, kids, even what kind of car he'll buy for me. Already, it's always the same. He picks me up, we drive around, bump into some of the kids. If I so much as say hi to another guy, he loses it. Then we argue, then we park someplace and do it. It's like that Bill Murray movie where the same day keeps happening over and over, except this isn't funny. I was talking to a new kid the other day who's in my music appreciation class. He's black, but not, you know, black. Cool dressed, kind of like Will Smith. He's from Washington and he's seen everything I've seen, except he didn't have to rent it. We were talking about this movie called Invaders from Mars, where the townies turn into mutants when they fall into the sandpit where the aliens landed. He said he wished his parents would take a little walk out there, and I said I wished Damon would. Then we both laughed. When's the last time I did that with a guy?
I don't believe in the white man's sway. I believe those rules of his, that spelling, his grammar, those fragments and comma spaces, I believe all them rules is just another way to keep my black brothers and sisters down. More house nigger rewards for staying in the kitchen. See, that ain't me. I refuse to conform, perform, or reform. I can do it if I want to, see? I just don't want to.
I'm out at Walmart with my mom, loading up the shopping cart. She works days, dad nights. All so they can buy more crap. Man, it reminds me way too much of this movie on TV where a bunch of slaves were moving some big statue of a god. They had it on these logs like rollers, and most of them just pushed this god, while the rest of them picked up the last log and hustled it around to the front. And they did this all day.
School's got 1,000 rules. I only got one. Break all the rules. Like, do any of those goddamn things make sense? Drive carefully? Yeah, fuck that. Let the other guy get out of my way. Don't smoke? Fuck you. It's my lungs. And love your neighbor? Well, actually, I did kind of like my old neighbor because, you know, he had a meth lab down in his basement. The new guy's not so cool. Him and his big, noisy dog. Not for long, though.
So Dad played the Whale Songs tape while Mom patted down the lentil loaf. Then we had a very long talk about the compost heap. My parents are going to be biking 20 miles tomorrow, overall, to buy 100% plastic shoes. Do I want to go? Get serious! I mean, the cow is dead, right? I mean, wear a pair of cool kicks for a change. My mom wanted to know if anybody has to use the bathroom. That's because she has to take a couple of cleansing enemas because she had to drive behind a truck today and feels toxic because of it. I'll admit, my parents can be weird, but at least they know how to have a good time. They like to drink a lot of wine, they like to boogie to the dead, they even like to giggle in the bedroom. Now, there's this girl at school that I kind of like, but her parents are pleasurably impaired. pleasure impaired. I mean, no drinking, no dancing, no sex. And she feels guilty about everything. What do I feel guilty about? Throwing away that Diet Coke can.
A 39-year-old man in California drives his Cadillac into a playground and kills 2 kids because he wanted to execute young children. That isn't a sign of social collapse. 25 million teenagers go to 20,000 schools in the US. 10 kids in 7 schools did all the shooting. All of it in 1998 through 99. In the same 2 years, grown-ups in Southern California alone massacred 40 people. I know what I'm talking about. I did the research for this paper I had to write. I got a B- because my report wasn't focused. Really? Could that be because when I was typing it, my stepfather kept trying to massage my shoulders because I looked tense? I told him I hate that. I told my mom. She said he was just being friendly.
When I told Damon I was home but just didn't feel like picking up, he just freaked. Yelled about how it made him look when all the other guys knew where their girlfriends were.
You know, I'm at the Arca station scraping dimes out of the glass box to buy $3 worth when this black dude in a Porsche pulls up right in front of me and holds out a 50. I couldn't fucking believe it. So the gas jockey, Mike, gives that chucker his full fucking service. And then he starts talking to me about the purity of the white race. He says he sometimes feels like he's going to explode. Man, that's just it exactly.
I see things other people can't. Like fat. I know when I'm fat, and I'm fat now. If I wasn't, I wouldn't have to wear these big clothes.
Coverage you can count on. Coming up at 11 on KYW News 3.
Daddy says that God talks to us, but our minds are too busy to hear. Too much TV, radio, gossip. He says that if I'm ever confused about anything, I should take a calming breath and ask myself, what would Jesus do? And I try, but nothing ever happens. I mean, okay, I can't see him loaning his homework to slackers, or rolling a doobie, or holding a handgun in his robes, but that is not the same thing as getting an answer. Daddy says that I should testify at school. I can just picture me telling Meredith that I washed in the blood of the lamb. You know what she'd say? She would say, is that as hard to get out as grape juice? She's a slut. But her complexion is perfect. You think a bad person wouldn't have such good skin? Reverend Powell says that everything will be revealed in God's own good time. I could be a pastor's wife. Think. His hands in the healing circle are strong, but soft.
A teacher came down to me the other day. He's heard stories. Are they true? I say maybe, like it's any of your business. Well, you should be ashamed. Sex isn't a game. I'm not about to argue with some guy with a clip-on tie, but just for the record, if it isn't a game, why does everyone keep score?
I'm 18. Can look 21 easy. I like guys, and guys like me. Rob and his crew think they're such studs. They're kids. I like somebody who will take me someplace really nice. And then if he wants to do it in the back of his Lincoln, I think, fine. Feel young again for all I care.
Yo, I got this teacher who's collecting code for student fiction. Though he don't believe me when I say the minute you write something down, it's gone, and something better took its place while you wasn't looking. But I told him the word for today is Swayze. It's like I'm ghost, meaning I'm out of here. Well, Swayze means the same thing because Patrick Swayze was in Ghost with old Semi Demi Moore, please. But I hope he don't go chatting up the brothers, then saying I'm Swayze. They laugh at his white ass, but good.
Damon beeped me like 20 times.
Mom's right. I am too young to go that steady.